All right, folks, it's actually here, the highly anticipated Cadillac XT4 crossover, all new crossover from Cadillac. Really excited about this. We're going to take you on a ride today in this new vehicle, show you the inside, show you some of the new features that we have. Let's get started. Okay, guys, so we're going to go around the exterior of the all new Cadillac XT4. Right off the bat, you can see the front bold styling that they did here. You know, across the hood here, you have that nice little hood bulge. Gives it a very athletic and sporty look to it. Headlights here, you have Cadillac's new L-shaped headlights. You're gonna have the L-shaped LED running through there. The option that you can get with this is a fully integrated LED turn signal. This one here, you're gonna see it has the regular bulbs. You can also get the upgraded package, which is gonna give you the full integrated LED turn signal that's gonna run down the whole front of the car there. Coming down the side, again, it's just kind of that bold Cadillac styling. Nice 20-inch wheels there. You have premium luxury model that we're in here. It's going to give you in the door handles when you approach the car at night. These little piping here in the door handles on both sides are going to actually light up. Nice approach lighting there. You have the chrome trim around the windows, chrome cargo rails. The other option of this is going to be the sport model, which basically is going to remove the chrome from the vehicle. So you're gonna have the chrome around the windows will be black, the chrome rails black, door handles are gonna be colored whatever the color of the vehicle is. You're gonna have this portion right here where silver on the Sport is gonna be black, along with the silver front fascia. It will also be black on the Sport. Around back here, you have Cadillac's L-shaped tail lights. You're going to have your rear wiper is actually underneath of this valance here, just to kind of get it out, give you a nice clean look across the back here. Put that wiper up inside of there. One of the nice handy features that this vehicle comes with, it's going to give you the hands-free liftgate. On the XT5, to get that, you have to go all the way up to the Platinum level. This one here you can get in your premium luxury and your Sport. So it's the sensor for the hands-free is actually located right off to the left on the driver's side off of the bumper. What Cadillac is thinking there is, rather than it being in the back and you swing your foot, you have to move out of the way. You're actually out of the way here. So you're just going to come up to the vehicle, swing your foot right there. Trunk opens up. You're off to the side. That's going to open up. You can put whatever you have in the trunk with you. This vehicle across the front and the back comes with the park assist front and rear. Also going to give you side blind zone, rear cross traffic detection. Just a really great little vehicle. Not based off of anything else. It's its own unique platform, own unique engine in this. All right, so back seat of the XT4. What you're going to have here, smaller vehicle than the XT5. Crazily enough though, you actually have the exact same amount of leg room in the back seat of the XT4 that you do in the XT5. The XT4 is 8.5 inches shorter than the XT5. Same leg room. You actually have 3.5 more inches of headroom in the rear of this vehicle than you have in the XT5. You have your USB to the right, your USB connection here. The outboard seats in this are heated, so you have the buttons for those. You also have vents here for the rear passengers. Another nice feature with this vehicle, if you do like the sunroof, it's going to give you the panoramic sunroof that's going to go all the way from the front to the back. Opens things up for the rear passengers and the front. Very nice feature. You have an electric shade here that will open and close. You can open that as much or as little as you want. Again, the roof, when it opens up, will actually open up all the way to the middle section here. Right off the bat, you're going to see the dashboard to kind of take some styling cues from the XT5. So nice, clean, smooth lines. Very attractive dashboard, I think. Nice, you get your stitching across here. Next generation cue system. The other nice thing here, right off the bat, you're going to notice across here, this is what Cadillac is referring to as their piano key system for all of your controls for climate. So Unlike the XT5 where you actually have to hit the button here, go into the climate settings. You can still do that on the XT4, but to make things a little bit easier, they have your on-off button, auto, and then your different. So you have your button here for your vents, floor, temperature for driver and passenger, your fan speeds right here, your AC button, recirculate. All the buttons are right here, so you don't have to technically go into that screen anymore. Actually go into the touch screen. You're going to have all of your buttons here, so your sync, all that stuff is right here. When you hit it, it's going to pop up here and then go away. Across the bottom here, you're going to have your heated and cooled seats for both front passenger and driver, your front and rear park assist, your lane keep assist with lane departure warning button, and you're going to have your four-way flashers right here. You also have your home button either here, or you have your home button right here. That's going to take you into the home button for your Q system. And then you can go into your settings, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, phone, Wi-Fi, whatever you need to get into there. Paddle shifters in the back. You have your wipers here, rear wiper control on the end. So again, these stalks here are going to be real similar to the XT5s and the other Cadillac products. Available rain sensing wipers on this. You have available IntelliBeam on this also. Just go into the steering wheel controls. You have your heated steering wheel, forward collision adjustments. You have your cruise control settings here. You have your voice command button, make phone calls or do voice commands through the vehicle. Volume button here for the radio. Now what they did with this one here is, instead of having like the XT5 does, you have just the 4 directional buttons and the button in the middle to select. This one here is actually a roller wheel that, if you watch here in the driver information center, you just scroll through and changes your different settings right there in front of you. The nice thing is here you have dedicated digital speedometer that is going to be up here all the time with a clock. So it's nice. You can actually have your speed there and then have a second setting below that. You still have your buttons here to the left or right, which you can pull up your radio if you have the available navigation, your phone settings, or your info pages, which is going to give you the different options of what you're going to see when you're in the info screen itself. Going down into the center console here, you're going to have this little storage compartment here. It slides up. You're going to have your USB and your USB-C connections. You have a 12-volt charger right there. Your cup holders. Now the biggest difference here is the XT4 is the first vehicle with Cadillac's new electronic shifter. So this new shifter, again, similar to the XT5s, you still have the button on the left side here for you to push in, but instead of when you go into reverse with the XT5, you had to push it forward and to the left, and then the shifter came back into place. This here is just straight forward or back shifting, so it's more like a traditional shifter that you would normally see. So basically you're going to push the button on the left, pull it straight back into drive. Now to go into reverse, push the button, you're going to go forward, you're actually going to see it, you'll feel it stop. You're in neutral, you're going to push it forward a little bit further, that's going to take you into reverse and the shifter comes right back. Right behind the shifter, you're going to notice Cadillac's new rotary control system. So basically what this is going to do, you have some shortcut buttons around the rotary control itself, and you have your volume control right here for the radio. To either side of that, you're going to have your seek buttons, so you don't have to reach up here and touch the buttons on the screen. You can actually just forward or back. This rotary knob here is going to adjust your volume control up or down, and again your home button. So if I push the home button right here and I use the rotary control, you can see on the screen it's going through. Once you get into something that you want, you're just going to push down on the select knob. It's going to take you into the system, and you can scroll through, choose something that you want. To the left of the home button, you're going to have a back button, so you're going to hit that, and it's going to just take you back out of into the previous screen that you were in before. You have your radio button right here at the top. So wondering how you would change between AM, FM, XM if you had something connected, some type of device through the USB, rather than having to touch here, you're just going to hit the radio control. Your favorites are going to be there, which are going to pull up your favorites across the top. To the right of this, we're going to have your traction control. This is new, so this vehicle with the 4-cylinder, you have your auto stop technology. With the XT4, gives you the button to actually deactivate that if you wanted to. So anytime that the light is on, the system is actually activated. If we push this button, you're going to see right here, auto stop off comes up in your driver information center. That way there, anytime you come to any stops under normal driving, the engine will not shut off. Anytime you exit the vehicle, shut it off and get back in, that system is going to turn back on. So it's going to be on every time you recycle the start on the vehicle. You'll have to go in and shut it off each time if you would choose to. To the right of that, you have your mode button, which is going to change you between your front wheel drive, all wheel drive, or sport mode. So when we push the mode button in the driver information center, it's going to say driver mode. You have Tour, which is front wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and sport. So you're going to push the button once to bring up the display. You're going to push it a second time to scroll through. Once you pick whatever setting that you want to go to, you just let it sit there for a second. It's going to disappear. It's going to go into that setting. So you see I went into sport mode. The all-wheel drive symbol popped up right here. To the right of that, you're going to see the flag telling you that you're in sport mode. If I switch into tour mode, I'm going to go to there. Let it go. The flag disappears. That flashes. It says two-wheel drive. It's just letting me know that I'm in my front-wheel drive. So those are the biggest differences inside of this vehicle that none of the other Cadillac models currently have right now. Okay, so this vehicle comes with a massage function in the seat. Also comes with a 4-way lumbar. In the Sport's going to give you adjustable side bolsters also. So on the sides of the seats, you have the little silver knob. Basically, you just turn that, and it's going to pull you into this setting right here in the cue screen. So you have your lumbar. You can go down here to turn this off, and this is where you're going to adjust the intensity. So you have your roll function, so it's going to be 1, 2, or 3. If you adjust this knob here, you can actually shut that function off. If I turn the knob here, you're going to see the 4-way adjustment here. So this is for your lumbar. So once you do this, if you move the buttons up or down, you can see here, down is going to actually lower the lumbar. So you can adjust it either higher up or lower down in your back, depending on how you like it. And then you're going to have forward, which is going to inflate your lumbar, or back, which is going to deflate it. So the nice thing is you can actually, depending on how tall you are, some of the cars I know I sit in, the lumbar hits me a little bit lower than others. So the nice thing that you can do there, you can actually inflate your lumbar, feel it in your back where it's hitting you. If it's a little bit too high, you can adjust that down, and you'll actually feel it adjust itself down. Once you get it to where it's comfortable for you, you can either adjust it by inflating it more or deflating it. Again, the Sport model is going to give you then an adjustment that would show here for the side bolsters. You could then either adjust those in, which you'll feel them tighten in on you to keep you a little bit tighter in the seat, or you can open those up a little bit more. So it's another adjustment that you get in the Sport setting. Okay, so this is the new high definition backup camera that you have for 2019. If you've been in any of the other Cadillacs, you notice right off the bat, a lot clearer. This here is going to give you your rear park assist. So as you turn the wheel, you're going to see that line turn, and it's basically going to go where the car goes. If you do not want those on there, you can actually hit that button. It's going to shut those lines off. This also has the safety alert seat. So as I'm backing up here, the sensors are picking up behind me. You're going to see the little triangle flashing there. You're also going to start to get a pulse in your seat. Nice upgrade that they did on the backup cameras for 2019. Yeah, this is going to be equipped with the rear cross traffic and your rear park assist. The nice thing about that, what it's going to do also is going to give you, if you're pulling out of a parking spot, the rear cross traffic is going to detect cars and anybody walking from either to the left or the right. So if you're backing out of a spot and you can't see past a vehicle that might be parked next to you, and there's a car coming from that direction, the rear cross traffic will let you know on the screen by Again, pulsing your seat, flashing a red arrow either to the right or to the left, along with an exclamation point there to let you know that either a car, maybe somebody walking, somebody pushing a cart is walking behind you or driving behind you, and let you know what direction they're coming in so you don't just keep backing out in front of them. So this engine that's in this vehicle, it's a 2-liter turbo that is unique to this vehicle. I know GM has 2-liter turbos that they use across their lineups. Cadillac actually has the 2-liter turbo in the ATS, the CTS. You can actually get it in the CT6 also. Totally different engine. This vehicle here has the basic 2-liter turbo, but they started from scratch with this engine, redesigned it basically from the bottom all the way up. Again, it's going to give you the start-stop technology. This engine is also going to give you a better torque curve than any of the other 2-liter turbos that GM offers. The torque curve in this vehicle is between 1,500 and 4,500 RPM. What that means, more power, less turbo lag. If you've ever driven a car with a turbo, one of the things that you notice right off of the bat, if you're trying to accelerate, if you're moving and you're trying to speed up, you give it a little bit of gas, you have that hesitation until the turbo spools itself back up, and then you feel that power. What this vehicle does is actually cut down on that turbo lag. So when you give it gas, it's more of an instant power, as opposed to that kind of lag off where you feel the power drop off and then it kicks back in. This here, again, coasting, you're giving it that power and you feel it kick in pretty instantly. So again, for anybody who's driven a turbo, maybe not too crazy about that turbo lag, you have to drive this vehicle because it's totally different. So upon driving this for the first time too, one of the things that I noticed is actually for a smaller vehicle is actually a lot wider than you would expect it to be. The seats are wider, they're pretty comfortable. Everything is very easy and manageable to get to. So this vehicle here is equipped with your lane keep assist. Function is actually activated, and if you see right here in your driver information center right next to your speedometer, you're going to see the little car between the lines. It's green, showing you that the function is activated, just like all the other lane keep assist features in all the other vehicles across Cadillac's lineup. When the feature is actually activated to where it takes over, you're going to see if I go to the left, that turns yellow and the steering wheel nudges me back over the other way. So it's going to do that left or right. Also have your side blind zone controls, your forward collision detection. So your forward collision, you can actually adjust the distance of that right here on the steering wheel. So your gap adjustment, when you push the button, is going to come up. So you have 3 boxes. That's going to be your far. You adjust down to 2. That's your medium, your near setting, and back out to far. So depending on the sensitivity, however you want to do it, you can adjust it there, set it. Once you set it, it's going to go away. Your lights for that are going to be right up here in the dashboard. So if that system does go off, your red lights are going to flash, reflect up on the windshield in front of your line of view. Your driver awareness seat is going to pulse and let you know that you're getting a little too close to the vehicle. This also has the side blind zone detection. So if you can see right there's a car next to me on the right hand side, you're going to see that yellow light tell me that there's somebody in my blind spot. If you happen to glance over and they're out of the way and you don't really see them and you're trying to switch lanes, if you actually turn the turn signal, you see that light flash to give you another warning that there is actually somebody there not to go over into that lane. Along with the side blind zone, that's going to be your lane change alert. So what the lane change alert is going to do is that radar that picks up the car over there actually picks up vehicles behind you also. So if you're driving in left or right lane, it doesn't matter, and car on the other side of you is coming up at a higher rate of speed than what you're traveling, that indicator will actually light up before the car is next to you. So if you're driving down the road and you happen to look over and that light is lit up, but you look and think, oh, that car's back there pretty far, and you want to switch lanes. Next thing you know, that car is probably going to be right up on you. So again, what that light is going to do, not only does it tell you if there's somebody next to you in your blind spot, faster approaching vehicles coming up either to the left or the right of you will also light up and indicate that. This is a very, very fun car to drive. Again, comfortable car. You get in it, you feel like you could just keep going and going, you know, especially with the comfort in the seats, the massage function, you know, just all the different options that this car has, the heated and cooled seats, the heated steering wheel. It's just a very comfortable car to drive. Nimble, very easy to move around, tighter turning radius, obviously, than the XT5 being a smaller vehicle. But all this just helps in maneuverability. So driving around a parking lot, easier to get in and out of parking spots. One of the big things too, comparison, if you are shopping this between the XT5, great gas mileage in this vehicle. So right off the bat with the start-stop technology, pretty impressive for an all-wheel drive, smaller SUV crossover vehicle. 29 miles a gallon, estimated highway, 22 city, so you have a combined total of 24 miles a gallon, which is actually really good and impressive for a 2-liter turbo, 230 some horsepower. Again, all-wheel drive crossover. Going over some of the other available features in this vehicle. You can get wireless charging. All of the vehicles are going to come with NFC connection. For those of you not familiar with NFC, near field communications. Basically what that is, Bluetooth your phone if it is available with NFC without actually having to go into your settings on the phone and the settings in the vehicle. This little symbol right here on the dashboard, you basically take your phone, hold it right up to there, pairs together just like that. Warranty with this, typical Cadillac warranty, 4-year, 50,000 bumper to bumper, going to cover everything on the vehicle. Along with your 6-year, 70,000 mile powertrain warranty. You're also going to get Cadillac Care, which is going to give you, if you need to bring the car in, leave it for service, you're going to get a Cadillac vehicle to drive while your car is in service. You owe it to yourself to at least take a look at this car, drive it, compare it, you know, apples to apples. You want to see what they have, what this car has and what the other cars don't have. Before you make your decision, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. One of the nice things with Smail, buy the vehicles from Smail, you're going to get family-friendly atmosphere. All of our salespeople, you know, basically we're all told, and we all do it, treat everybody like family. You know, you come in, everybody says hello to people, helps you out, points you in a direction. If you need help with something, you know, we're there to help you out. Any questions with the vehicle, even if, you know, I'm not your salesman or we have somebody else comes in that wasn't the person that sold you the car, but you have questions on the vehicle, everybody is very happy to lend a hand and help out and help go over things with the vehicles. State inspection, free for the life of the time that you own the vehicle. While you're in, you know, they have complimentary car washes if you're in for service and you want to have your car washed. Shuttle service around Greensburg. You know, so if you are in service, it's going to be a little while. Maybe you want to go up, do some shopping at the mall. You have the shuttle service to take you up there. And then again, if you need to leave your vehicle for any period of time, you do have the courtesy transportation vehicles, which is provided. So you do have that also. All these things together, you know, just another reason. Again, if you're looking for a Cadillac, stop on down to Smail Cadillac in Greensburg and check us out. All right, so that was the ride along in the all-new Cadillac XT4. Check out our other videos on YouTube that we have just like this. If you have any questions on the car or want to see it in person, stop in and see me on Route 30 in Greensburg, or check us out online at smailcadillac.com.